Alkenes. YouTube channel Lingareddy Chemistry JEE NEET. Present topic is physical and chemical properties of alkenes. Physical properties of alkenes. The first 3 members are gases, the next 14 members are liquids, and the higher ones are solids. That means the melting and boiling point is directly proportional to the molecular mass or number of carbons. Ethene is a colorless gas with faint sweet smell. All other alkenes are colorless and odorless. Insoluble in water but fairly soluble in non-polar solvents like benzene, ether. That means we know that like dissolves in like. Polar compounds dissolve in polar solvents. Non-polar compounds dissolve in non-polar solvents. These alkanes, hydrocarbons are non-polar compounds. That's why these are dissolved in the non-polar solvents. With increase of size of alkyl group, boiling point increases. Branched chain compounds have lower boiling point than straight chain alkenes. Same point we observed in the alkenes also. The reason is surface area. While surface area is decreasing in case of branched chain compounds. Chemical properties of alkenes. The first reaction, addition of hydrogen or addition of dihydrogen, we can say. Addition of dihydrogen gas with alkenes in the presence of finely divided nickel, palladium or platinum to form alkanes. Example, ethene reaction with the hydrogen is forming ethane in the presence of nickel, palladium, platinum. Yes. Now, addition of halogens. Halogens like bromine or chlorine add to alkene to form vicinal dihalides. Vicinal means adjacent carbon पे halogens है तो vicinal dihalides बोलते हैं. The reddish orange color of bromine solution in carbon tetrachloride is discharged when bromine adds to an unsaturation site. Bromine color is reddish orange color is there. Whenever this bromine is addition on the unsaturated position, obviously bromine is consuming. When bromine is consuming, there is no reddish color. Okay, so this test is used to distinguish the saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons. Whenever unsaturated hydrocarbons are there, unsaturated means double bond and triple bond carbons are there, this bromine is consuming, the color decolorization takes place. Decolorization means colorless. Bromine, while after adding the bromine, if it is becoming colorless, then unsaturation is present. That indicates unsaturation is present. This reaction is used as a test for unsaturation. This is electrophilic addition reaction. You can see the reaction here. Ethylene or ethene reaction with bromine in the presence of carbon tetrachloride, it is giving vicinal dihalides. IUPAC name is 1,2 dibromoethane. 1,2 dibromoethane. What is X at 120 degrees Celsius? See, ethane formation or alkene 2 means you can take nickel, platinum, palladium or all the above, any one of. Addition of hydrogen halides. Addition of hydrogen halides from alkyl halides. The addition of hydrogen halide across the double bond of alkene is known as hydrohallucination. See, dehydrohallucination already we discussed to prepare alkenes. Now we are discussing hydrohallucination. Means H and X addition takes place. So one side H and one side X, it will attack. X means here halogens, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. So in case of symmetrical alkenes, there is no problem. You can add anywhere addition of hydrogen halides, the symmetrical alkenes. So ethene, symmetrical alkene means if you cut it half, here right side and left side should be equal. CH2 group, CH2 group. Even but2ene also symmetrical alkene, but but1ene is not symmetrical alkene. Now one side hydrogen, one side chlorine, then we are getting chloroethane or ethyl chloride. Chloroethane is IUPAC name. This is also symmetrical alkene. You can add wherever you want bromine, means of course this sp2 hybridized carbon involving in the reaction. So you can add the bromine the right side or left side, no problem, in case of symmetrical alkene. The order of reactivity of HX is HI is higher than HBr than HCl. Why? See, first of all, here in the alkenes, what type of reaction takes place? Electrophilic addition reaction takes place. That means H plus is attacking first. So before adding H plus, first of all we had to break this bond HBr. So HCl, HBr, HI में where the bond strength is less, HI case में bond strength is less because bond length is more. So easily it can dissociate this bond, HI bond. So the reaction takes place faster. कभी भी the rate is depends on the slowest step. The slowest step depends on the bond breaking. Maximum cases bond breaking steps are slow steps. So here HBr or HI bond breaking, that is slow step. So slow step में कौन fast चलता है उसका rate ज़्यादा होगा, ठीक है. Next, unsaturated unsymmetrical alkenes. Unsaturated unsymmetrical alkene. Now see prop1ene, right side and left side different as, that's why unsymmetrical alkene. Now HBr. Now the question is where the H will attack and where the bromine will attack. Two possibilities are there. So we will write two possibilities. One is the bromine is we are attacking adding at middle carbon, and the second product the bromine is addition at terminal carbon. So 2 bromopropane and 1 bromopropane positional isomers are forming. So which is the major? Both are forming equal or any one of the product is major. So that thing we will discuss in the mechanism. But according to Markovnikov rule, when unsymmetrical alkene react with the unsymmetrical reagent, then negative part of the reagent gets added to the carbon atom containing the less number of hydrogen atoms across the CC double bond. वो CC double bond है, उसमें where the less number of hydrogens are there, there this negative particle is attacking, negative part of the reagent is attacking. You can see here propene is there, we are taking HBr. So what is the negative part? Bromine is the negative part. Where it is attacking? Wherever less number of hydrogens are there. Who told this? Markovnikov. Okay. So now we can write it two products again, but the negative part attacking at less number of hydrogen, that is major product. This is the other one is minor product. लेकिन ठीक है वो बोल दिया, हम सुन लिया, ठीक है, but why this middle carbon पे bromine is attacking? If you know the mechanism, no need to by heart this. You have to know the reason also. Mechanism. It is an electrophilic addition reaction. First of all, electrophilic addition क्यों, वो भी doubt है तो in the alkene and alkynes electrophilic addition reaction takes place because in this pi bonds are there. तो pi bond में electron free electrons are there, means weakly bonded electrons are there. That means electron density is more. When electron density is more, obviously electrophile will attack. Electrophile मतलब क्या है? Electron deficient. In alkenes and alkynes electron density is more. That's why nucleophile cannot attack, क्योंकि दोनों के पास इलेक्ट्रॉन ज़्यादा है, रिपल्शन होगा. So electrophile will attack Okay, that's why first attacking electrophile, that's why electrophilic addition reactions. ठीक है, first of all we have to generate the electrophile. So HBr, the bond breaking takes place. Same step we discussed. In case of HI ये step होगा easily, क्योंकि HI केस में the bond strength is less. That's why reactivity HI को ज़्यादा है than HBr than HCl. Next mechanism, step 2, attack of electrophile on alkene. Electrophile is attacking on alkene. So two probabilities are there. It may attack on the terminal carbon, it may attack on the middle carbon also, path 1 and path 2. We will see that path 1 and path 2. So in the path 1, this H plus is attacking at first carbon, forming the bond. So here it is forming carbocation. What type of carbocation it is? Secondary carbocation. In the path 2, this H plus attacking the middle carbon. So bond formation takes place here. It is forming primary carbocation. It is forming primary carbocation. So which is the more stable? Which is the more stable, primary or secondary? We know that tertiary carbocations are more stable than the secondary than primary. Then why? In the GOC we discussed, see here this carbon is deficient. So for this, right side and left side, two donors are there, electron donating, plus inductive groups as well. 6 hyperconjugations are there in this case, 6 hyperconjugations and 2 inductive groups. Here only 1 inductive group is there, hyperconjugation only 2. That's why it is less stable, it is more stable. कभी भी more stable वाला ज़्यादा formation होता है, मतलब ये formation ज़्यादा होगा. उसके बाद obviously next bromine will come and attack in the middle carbon. Secondary carbocation is more stable than primary carbocation formed at faster rate. So formation of product. Now second step is see, secondary carbocation is more stable, that's why maximum forming out of 100, 99 molecules are forming this one. So the bromine is attacking at middle position. So the bromine is, so 2-bromo-propane is maximum product, that means major product. Next, Higgs 1-ene reacts with HBr to give Higgs 1-ene. So first you have to write the structure Higgs 1-ene. So obviously bromine will attack at the second position. So 2-bromo-hexene होना चाहिए. You can see the structure. This is the structure Higgs 1-ene. See bromine HBr. Bromine is minus. Where it will attack? Wherever less number of hydrogens are there. Obviously this second carbon pair. So your answer will be 2-bromo-hexane. 2-bromo-hexane. You can see B is the answer. During the hydrobromination of unsymmetrical alkene by means of peroxides in the presence of sunlight, the reaction proceed through. See, ये sunlight वाला mechanism हम discuss करेंगे अभी. Addition reaction free radical mechanism होता है. In the presence of peroxide, we will discuss that. That is anti-Markovnikov rule. अभी तक क्या किया था? Markovnikov rule. What is the Markovnikov rule? Negative part of the reagent attacking at less number of hydrogens. Okay? But anti-Markovnikov में उसका opposite. The negative particle is attacking at more number of hydrogens containing carbon. So why it's happening? We can discuss here. If addition of HBr is carried out in the presence of sunlight and peroxide, such as sodium peroxide or benzyl peroxide, the addition can proceed opposite to Markovnikov rule. This is known as peroxide effect or Karash effect or anti-Markovnikov rule. Three names are there. First of all, Markovnikov के opposite product है, इसलिए anti-Markovnikov rule है. This is invented by Karash scientist. That's why Karash effect है. It is because of peroxide. Because of peroxide, this is happening. That's why it is peroxide effect also. Peroxide effect, Karash effect, anti-Markovnikov rule. Now, according to anti-Markovnikov rule, if you use पेरोक्साइड यूज किया, अभी हम क्या करना है, ब्रोमीन जनरली मार्कोनिकॉफ में क्या होता है, मिडिल में होता है, अभी ब्रोमीन टर्मिनल में होगा, ठीक है। सो अभी भी हम 2 प्रोडक्ट्स लिखते हैं, लेकिन द मेजर प्रोडक्ट इज टर्मिनल पे अटैक होता है। दिस इज द माइनर, दिस इज द मेजर प्रोडक्ट, दिस इज द मेन थिंग। नाउ व्हाई इट्स हैपनिंग, वी कैन सी द मैकेनिज्म। स्टेप 1, जनरेशन ऑफ फ्री रेडिकल। उस टाइम में क्या था, कैटायन एंड एनायन इज फॉर्मिंग, मीन्स इलेक्ट्रोफाइल एंड न्यूक्लियोफाइल इज फॉर्मिंग, बट हियर फ्री रेडिकल्स आर फॉर्मिंग। ओके, सी फ्री रेडिकल कब फॉर्मेशन होता है, जनरली होमोलिसिस मीन्स होमोलाइटिक क्लीवेज। सी whenever O bond is there, that is called peroxide. Here almost equal electron negativity atoms और equal electron negativity atoms के बीच में bond, generally homolytic cleavage takes place in the presence of higher temperature and the sunlight. So this peroxide bond is cleaving, homogeneous cleavage means homolytic cleavage बोलते हैं उसका. So one electron is taken by these oxygens and forming free radicals. These are called free radicals. So अभी इसमें क्या हो रहा है, see कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड निकल रहा है इधर से. So phenyl radical is forming finally. Phenyl radical is formed. Now this phenyl radical is highly unstable and highly reactive. Unstable मतलब reactivity ज़्यादा होता है. So this phenyl radical reacted with HBr and forming benzene. C6H6 तो benzene aromatic compound तो more stable है, इसलिए it's required only hydrogen. वो भी हाइड्रोजन कैसे चाहिए, H plus नहीं चाहिए, H minus नहीं चाहिए. It required only H along with one electron. Okay, so it is forming benzene. Then here bromine radical is forming. ये benzene बन गया, इधर bromine radical बन गया. Now this bromine radical again same unstable. It is very unstable. Generally fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, these are the diatomic molecules, even including hydrogen. Okay, diatomic molecules as a monoatomic में very unstable. So unstable means highly reactive. ठीक है. अभी here one point you have to remember, the free radicals are equal to, the free radicals are similar to electrophiles. Electrophile में क्या होता है, electron deficient. Even the free radical also electron deficient. Free radical also electron deficient. You can see bromine radical. Bromine का atomic number 36, 35. So 35 में 1 electron है तो वो inert gas मिलेगा. ठीक है, एक अनपेड इलेक्ट्रॉन है, 1 more चाहिए. That's why bromine is always present as a bromide, Br minus. Even F minus, Cl minus is more stable. As a fluorine, as a chlorine, as a bromine is unstable. That means highly reactive. ठीक है, it is acting as electrophile. Generally electrophile कहाँ अटैक होता है according to Markovnikov rule? Electrophile will attack where more number of hydrogens are there. Electrophile मतलब क्या है, पॉजिटिव चार्ज. Markovnikov rule we learned that negative part of the reagent attacking less number of hydrogens. So positive part attacking at more number of hydrogens. So this bromine is nothing but the positive particle, means electron deficient particle. So electron deficient particle कभी भी more number of hydrogen containing carbon पे attack होता है. ठीक है. So 2 probabilities we are writing. So bromine terminal में भी middle में भी लिखते. So here again just like primary carbocation, secondary carbocation, here also primary free radical and secondary free radicals are forming. So which free radical is more stable? I told you just now the free radical is nothing but you have to treat like electrophile, electron deficient molecule. So electron deficient है, दोनों साइड donors है. ठीक है. So obviously more stable. Here it is less stable. That means this one will form more. The first path, the bromine attacking at the terminal takes place faster. Okay. So make a note, secondary free radical is more stable than the primary free radical, form at faster rate. Then formation of product में next step में क्या हो रहा है, again HBr, the bond cleavage takes place. This H radical is attacking on the secondary position and forming one more bromine radical. So this is the your product. So one bromopropane is forming major. One bromopropane is forming major. Anti-Markovnikov rule are only applicable for HBr peroxide and sunlight only. Markovnikov and anti-Markovnikov rules are only applicable for unsymmetrical alkenes. ये कब ध्यान में देना है, वो unsymmetrical alkenes है तो these are applicable. In that, anti-Markovnikov rule is applicable for only peroxide and sunlight. Sorry, the anti-Markovnikov rule is applicable for only HBr, that too in the presence of peroxide and sunlight. Okay. Next, Karash effect can be studied in case of oct-4-ene, hex-3-ene, pent-2-ene, but-2-ene. but-2-ene तो symmetrical है, hex-3-ene तो symmetrical है, oct-4-ene also symmetrical. Unsymmetrical वाला एक ही है. Now peroxide is there, HCl में there is no peroxide effect. That's why Markovnikov rule, Cl minus attacking less number of hydrogen containing carbon. So A is the major product. I think the major product, you can see A is the major. Chemical properties of alkenes part 3, addition of sulfuric acid. So similar reaction, same mechanism होगा. Alkenes reaction with sulfuric acid in the presence of cold and diluted sulfuric acid. So it is donating, H is one side, HSO4 is another side. In the presence of few drops of concentrated sulfuric acid, alkenes react with water to form alcohols in accordance with Markovnikov rule. Markovnikov rule is following. Then reaction with water by boiling. This H is H2SO4 बनने के लिए क्या चाहिए, HSO4 को एक H चाहिए. So this HSO4 is a minus, is replaced by OH minus. So this HSO4 and H becoming H2SO4 here. So this OH will join here. Okay. So finally ethyl alcohol or ethanol. Okay. Addition of water. So this reaction we can write directly also, addition of water in the presence of diluted H2SO4 and HgSO4, mercuric sulfate. So in that case, generally Markovnikov rule, the unsymmetrical reagent, this one, OH minus attack at less number of hydrogen containing carbon, right? Propane to all. Chemical properties of alkenes. Oxidation. When alkenes react with cold diluted alkali KMnO4, it is also known as Bayer's reagent. KMnO4 actually a strong oxidizing agent in acidic medium. Basic medium में weak oxidizing agent. उसको भी हम dilute कर रहे और weakest हो गया. उसको भी cold condition में, मतलब वेरी लीस्ट ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट का काम करते, वो भी आल्कीन को डायोल्स बनाते. आल्कीन्स गेटिंग इनटू डायोल्स. यू कैन सी द रिएक्शन. दिस but-2-ene reaction with Bayer's reagent, ये पाई बॉन्ड है ना, दिस पाई बॉन्ड, the two sp2 hybridized carbon becoming CH, OH and OH. Just you remove the one pi bond and put it here, one OH and one OH. Okay, that is a product. So this reagent also used to distinguish saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons, because the KMnO4 is just in the light pink color, violet color actually. Okay, after consuming this KMnO4 it becomes colorless. So the KMnO4 becoming colorless means KMnO4 is consumed, that means the given compound is unsaturated hydrocarbon. Okay, when alkene react with hot acidified KMnO4 gives carboxylic acid. Now we are talking about hot concentrated. So KMnO4 we know the stronger oxidizing agent. Initially it is cleavage, the pi bonds. Diluted case में तो only one pi bond is cleavage and OH, but now acidified and hot concentrated. So in that case two pi and sigma both bonds are breaking and two oxygens are adding here. So your product is like this. Initially it is forming like aldehyde, but aldehyde again it is acid sensitive group, very sensitive group. In the presence of stronger oxidizing agent, immediately it will oxidizes to carboxylic acid. Here ketone के पास कोई hydrogen नहीं है, that's why it cannot oxidize. Okay, here the final products are acetone, means ketone, carboxylic acid. Suppose here methyl is not there, then carbon dioxide. So three products possibilities are there: ketone, carboxylic acid and carbon dioxide. Next, ozonolysis. Addition of ozone molecule to alkenes form ozonide, and then cleavage of the ozonide by zinc and water to smaller molecules. This reaction is used to locate the position and find the number of double bonds present in alkenes. How many double bonds are there if you want to know, and at what position double bond is there if you want to know, then you can do the ozonolysis. So we can see the reaction, then you can understand. So in the ozonolysis, what's happening first is the ozonide intermediate is forming, just like एक घर structure जैसा होता है, नहीं तो 1 2 3 4 5 membered ring it is there, ozonide structure. After forming ozonide structure, we are doing hydrolysis in the presence of zinc. Then this cleavage takes place here. One oxygen is to left side carbon, the other oxygen is with right side carbon. Then remaining oxygen with zinc, it is forming zinc oxide. So here we are getting the products are carbonyl compounds, aldehydes or ketones. Example 2, you can see here the bond is breaking here, one oxygen left side carbon, one oxygen with right side carbon. That is the final product. If you write ozonide, it's a better, but if you want to know direct product, just you can do only one thing, just put break the double bond here, break the double bond, put one oxygen here right side and one oxygen with left side carbon. That's only. Sometimes the question may ask that they will give these carbonyl compounds, you have to write the reactant kya hai, reactant. In that case what you will do, just these oxygens bring together, just remove the oxygen and put this double bond, connect with this another carbon. Okay, extend this double bond, remove this oxygens. Extend this double bond, remove this oxygen. Okay, see here. There is no much variation, just what is the difference between product and reactant. Here double bond is breaking, one oxygen right side, one oxygen left side. Then that is the product. If you want product to reactant, bring these double bond O's together and remove the oxygen and connect the two carbons, unsaturated carbons. An alkene on ozonolysis produces a mixture of acetaldehyde and acetone. Identify the alkene. See, I told just now. which alkene is giving acetaldehyde and acetone. So you have to write the structures. Alkene is giving, one is acetaldehyde and acetone. What you will do now, this you bring together and make it double bond here. In that case, what is the long chain here? 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon chain. Okay, numbering started from here. 1 to 2 methyl butane, butene, 2 methyl butene. So D is the answer. Yes, just you remove that oxygen. 2 methyl butene, D is the answer. Like that you can do it. Bayes reagent is cold alkaline KMnO4 is the Bayes reagent. It's used for distinguish saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons. Okay. Chemical properties of alkenes. Part 5. Chemical properties. Polymerization of ethene, a process in which a large number of small molecules combine together to form a long chain molecule is known as polymer. This process is known as polymerization. The preparation of polymer, the phenomena is known as polymerization. A polymer is a macromolecule consisting of a large number of repeating units known as monomers. Monomers means single unit, mono means one, mer means unit, single unit, poly, many, mers, units, many units. Okay. So you can see one example, you will understand clearly. So here ethene is the monomer. At higher temperature and pressure, it is polymerizing and giving a big molecule, macromolecule, that is polyethene. Polyethene, that is polyethene. You know that polythene bags. Uses of alkenes. Ethene is used in oxyethylene flame, which is used for cutting and welding of metals. So you can see this figure, you will get it easily. Ethene is used in the preparation of ethylene glycol, which is used as an antifreeze agent in automobiles and coolants. Antifreeze, you can see ethylene glycol. Ethene is used in preparation of organic compounds like ethyl alcohol, acetaldehyde, acetic acid, etc. These all are containing 2 carbons. Easily we can oxidize that alkene to alcohol, aldehyde, acetic acid, we can prepare easily. Then ethene is also used to manufacture polythene, which is used to prepare pipes, bottles, bags, etc. Even we know the PVC, polyvinyl chloride, so we can prepare from ethene, that is. Ethene is used for artificial ripening of fruits. See, artificial ripening of fruits. Ethene is used as anesthetic also. Ethene is used in the preparation of mustard gas, also known as war gas. The war gas chemical formula is, you can see here, ethyl chloride, 2 ethyl chlorides are there, बीच में sulfur is there. Okay. A phenomenon of adding a simple molecule like monomers to form a big gained organic molecule is. Understood the question? Phenomenon of adding a simple molecules like monomers to form a big gained organic molecule. Polymerization. Smaller molecule becoming bigger molecule. That is only polymerization. Okay, thank you.